welcome back everyone, and this is your full body yoga workout for strength and flexibility today. Let's begin this session on our back, and we begin with gentle and effective yoga stretches first. So go ahead and lay down and take your arms all the way behind the head. Close your eyes and give your body feel good stretch. Inhalation, inflate your belly, and on exhalation, let all the tension go. Before we will begin this practice, let's set loving, nurturing, kind intentions for this day, for ourselves, and for this practice as well. Not to compare and not to judge, practice with open heart, with desire to learn, explore, change, and transform. And with that, let's slowly open our eyes and bring your one leg towards the belly or chest in. Just give that leg a good hug, a good genuine hug. Take another inhalation, and on exhalation, simply extend your leg. We will begin gentle, begin with the hip stretches, lower back stretches, and then I will take you for a little bit more deeper asanas. So just hold it like this. You can also use a strap or towel, or gently press on top a little bit deeper. Try to keep your knee guys soft and extended, and use your straps, use your props, your towels, anything you have handy to make it easier to reach to this foot. Let's slowly take this leg all the way on the side, just like this, and this leg may or may not reach the floor. That's not the goal at all, but try to keep your shoulders on the ground right now. Very nice. And from here, we're going to transfer this leg all the way to the other side. Of course, if you have to bend your knee, you can definitely do this. But if you carry over this leg straight, that would be great, guys. So try to keep again your shoulders on the ground, both of them. And for those who want to go a little bit deeper here, go ahead and hitch up on your toes or your ankles, but that's definitely an extra option here. Close your eyes and just hold it. I know how it feels. We just started the practice. Let's slowly undo the bind if you had it, and go ahead and transfer this leg back towards the ceiling and simply press right on top, just like we're doing a happy baby pose here. Hold it with me for the few extra inhalations and exhalations, just like this. And then slowly direct this foot towards the opposite shoulder. So we take in this foot and we directing it towards the opposite. If you hold in right now your right leg, you will be taking your right foot towards the left shoulder, your baby grotto. This is very sensitive stretch. It doesn't have to be very deep. We're just starting to work and open on our hips. Give it another couple inhalations and exhalations, and then let it go. Go ahead and step across, guys, your left leg. If you hold in your right, and if you can't reach to your ankle, that's okay. And if you have to put your foot next to that extended leg, you can do that as well. Lengthen in, stretch, breathe in, breathe out, and then slowly let go of the hold. Go ahead and stretch one more time, and we're gonna take this flow from the top one more time from the other side. So draw your leg next to your belly or chest, and simply hold it, guys. Simply give it a gentle hold. When you're ready, go ahead and extend this leg up. We still keep our shoulders on the ground for now and give it a gentle push. Do your best to hold that front knee soft and extended. I would rather you to use your straps, guys, or your toes. We're holding it for another breath or two. And then slowly take this leg all the way outside. Exactly what we did from the other side. Hold it for just a few. If you want, you can close your eyes and start to build awareness in your body. Awareness is everything. Everything begins within, as always. All the change, all the transformation, all the healing. And let's slowly transfer this leg all the way, guys, across the body. Again, that leg doesn't have to reach the floor, but do your best to hold both of your shoulder blades on the floor. We give this stretch another breath or two, and then slowly return back to the center. Catch up on your left foot and press right on top, just like your happy baby pose here. Your knee may not again reach the ground, and that is totally normal. I promise you, you will get there as long as you're gonna keep up on your practice and don't skip your Fridays and Sundays. All right, we're gonna give it another breath and we're gonna turn it to the baby cradle. So the same leg you're holding, that foot is gonna go to the opposite shoulder. You can hold it just like this, or if you have a little bit more range of movement, then just bind with your elbows, but again, it's more intermediate variation. We will hold it for a few extra breaths. Again, send your exhalations, guys, right straight to your hip flexor, right inside, right where you feel any tension, if you do feel any tension at all. Go ahead and take this leg and extend it and carry over across, just like we did from the other side. If you can't carry over it, you can put it next to your extended leg, and that's gonna be great as well. Close your eyes and take a good breath, one or two. Long, nurturing breathing cycles. All right, very good. We're gonna bring our both feet next to the base of the body and prepare for the first bridge. We will do a few variations, and I will be floating from one to another. But if you need to rest your hips first on the floor, you can do that. So rest, recover, and then come back for the next one with me. And we're already holding the first gentle bridge. Activate your glutes, guys. Make sure the power comes from the center. No body weight on your neck, of course, everything on the shoulders and heels. Go ahead and take your arms behind. If you come in with me, again, it's an option. You can stay just in your bridge, rest, and then come back to the variation of the bridge you can do today. Activate your breathing, guys, your abdomen. Go ahead and take your arms back, and we connect with the hands. Lift your heels, guys, as an option, or just stay where you are. Inhalation, strong quality. Exhalation. Power up, guys, your practice with your breathing. That's going to be much easier to flow through the challenging flows and asanas. Alright, let's slowly undo and bring your hips back on the floor. Go ahead and give your legs a good hug. 2 legs at the same time. Just press the front of your legs towards your belly. And then extend your legs. We're not going to Halasana yet. Just a leg extension. You can think about seated forward fold in this position. Just inverted one. We're holding it. We're breathing. You probably feel it in your Achilles and the hamstrings a lot, and me too. That will get better as we progress with the practice. Go ahead and send your one leg on the floor. I'm going to do my left, and I'm going to keep my right all the way up here. For my beginners, choose to go just to the regular bridge, not a single leg if you have to. For my intermediate and advanced, I'm going to hold a single-legged bridge here together. Active legs, active abs, active arms and shoulders, just like this. And we are ready to put our right knee, if you're following me, right on top on the left. Release the hips and back. Again, if you can't cross over your knees at all, then do it with your ankles, guys. That should be fine. Gently press right on top. Breathe and let it go. Of course, we continue to dive into our stretches right here. And let's undo the legs all the way. Give it another double leg stretch, again resembling our seated forward fold. And from there, simply switch your legs. So I'm going to keep my left leg up, my right on the floor. Press up and find yourself in the single-legged bridge. Inhalation, exhalation. We will give this strong hold another breath, and let's cover our right leg with the left if you're following me. Again, do the ankles instead. Your crossover knees, gently press on top. Be alive, guys, in your stretches. Just continue to evolve, and if you feel that the tension in the body letting go, then just continue to apply a little bit more. Very nice. Let's go ahead and undo the legs. Put your both feet together and bring your lower body a little bit more stretches. So knees on the side and down towards your mat. Continue to draw your tailbone towards the floor as well, guys. Towards the floor as well. And then bring your both feet into your Baddha Konasana or butterfly and reach those arms all the way back. I'm gonna give you a few options here. You can simply remain on the floor like this and let your hips melt, or join me for a little bit extra ab work, extra core work, arms to the front. And I want you to bring attention, guys, to your lower back right now. Make sure that you feel your lower back grounded, and that's exactly where it's going to be while we move a little bit more dynamically. Go ahead and take your arms back. Lower back on the floor. On exhalation, activate the center. Breathe, guys. Very good. Come back, lower back on the ground as much as possible. Exhalation, breathe. And back. All the way, exhalation, breathe. We're gonna do one more time. Lower back on the floor. All the way, exhalation, breathe. My beginners, you don't have guys to do the Navasana or both at all. Just choose to do what you can do. One foot on the floor. Everyone else, we're holding and breathing. Go ahead and take your hands on the floor. We're ready for first Halasana. And we have a few of those today as well. In your Halasana, I know a lot of you might have a question. Why my feet not reaching the floor yet? That's okay. That's a combination of back flexibility, hips flexibility, and overall body flexibility. Just a practice. Let's slowly take our time. And I will meet you guys in your seated position. We're getting ready for reverse tabletop. Reach your hands all the way behind and bring your hips guys up. Push again, press again the ground with the heels and with the palms. Really important to set your hands in a good position when the wrist all the way underneath the shoulders. Breathe guys, don't breathe. And we're ready for one more Halasana or plank pose guys. All the way together. Once we come out, some of you will decide to come back to the reverse tabletop. And if you're ready, I want you to upgrade it for upward plank with me. But again, you can start with upward plank and then rest when you have to. We're ready for the upward plank, which can be very challenging for beginners. Set your hands all the way underneath or approximately underneath your shoulders. You're gonna feel if it's not there, it's not gonna feel as comfortable. Leave the hips guys and breathe with me. If you feel the upward plank is extremely challenging and your hips halfway through, I would rather you to do your reverse tabletop today until you will get stronger. Give me another breath or two. And then slowly, gently bring your hips back on the floor. We're ready for the forward fold together. So if your forward fold doesn't look like mine yet, I don't want you to get discouraged. Again, it will come, just the practice and consistency. But what I want you to do is to focus on your long and extended back. Even if you are here, try not to sit like this. I want you to activate the hip flexor, long active back, and just fold forward with a good form as deep as you can. And if it's not really deep, that's okay too. We're holding it for another 2 or 3 breaths here. And we're going to work a few minutes here in the seated position. So just like we did our asanas on the floor, we're almost going to be mirroring them today in a seated position with some little adjustments. So the same thing that's for the forward fold. How high you bring your leg is not important, but your back, your spine position is matter. So just try not to bring that leg too high so your knees start to bend and you lose your posture. Keep reaching. Find the balance in between a good form and sensation of progress and relaxation with time. The longer you hold, the better you should feel. Now, the same leg which you're holding, we're going to switch the hold of the hands and just cross this leg over that other leg. Once you reach, the place where it's very sensitive. Stop right here and open up a little bit more. This is a very, very sensitive stretch. That's probably the word I would use for it. Not necessarily comforting, but it does a magic to our hamstring, Achilles, IT band, all the way. So just like we did while we've been on the floor, we're gonna cross over this leg on the floor. If you can do it, put it next to it and take your right hand towards the left leg. Open up, guys. Watch for the shoulders, make sure it's comfortable, and bring more attention to your hips again. Rotate outside from the hips and lower back, not through the shoulders. Your arm just following the rest of the body. And let's return back to the center. Fold forward with me a little bit more. And here, just like if you would practice your cow face pose on one side, we continue to take this knee right over the leg on the floor, right over the knee on the floor. And let's fold forward again, one more time. I probably can guarantee you that you feel your Achilles right now on the leg on the floor. That's exactly where it feels, and your lower back. Just try to send your exhalations to the tough spots where you really need a little bit more relaxation, where you can use that feel-good sensation. And slowly return back. Let's go ahead and fold forward one more time, just like this. And give me just a few breaths. And then slowly start the flow from the other side. So we begin with extended leg. Right up here. Doesn't have to be lifted super high. Hold it for a few extra breaths. And then gently, guys, carry over this leg outside. Once you feel that's pretty much it, then go ahead and start your rotation to the other side, away from that leg. Simply make sure you don't lose your posture. And then step all the way across or next to that leg. All the way across or next to that leg. Reach gently forward for just a few breaths. And then we're ready to open. So this left hand goes to the opposite leg to your leg on the floor. Maybe any other place, not necessarily your ankle. Okay, and hold, guys. Okay, and hold. Back to the center. And we continue this progression by taking that knee a little bit more farther, right above that other knee. Let's fold forward if you can, of course. Very sensitive for me on this side, on my Achilles. Calf muscle. You need to send the exhalation right to that spot. Very good. let's go ahead and make our transfer to our kneeling position. Do it, guys, your way. I will meet you right here for the reverse palms position, cat and cow today. What it does is not only opening our back, but it's also strengthening the wrist and arms in general. If this is a little bit too much, that's okay too. You can just keep your hands in a regular position or maybe a halfway in between. Let's do a few more here. And then take your hands back to the normal and stretch them opposite side, especially if you did that reverse stance with me. Do it one more time on the other side. And let's go ahead and reach our right leg up, guys. Right leg up all the way. Draw this knee towards the nose, my friends, all the way through. Now extend it back up. Do it one more time. And on the next one, prepare for the push-up. Come on up, guys, knee towards the nose. Very strong. Back down for the push-up. Come on, back up, knee towards the nose. One more push-up. And see if you want to join me for an extra toe tap. We're holding this strong push-up. Elbows in, guys. Active core. Slowly coming back up. Round your spine. Relax your neck, guys. Round your spine and relax your neck. Go ahead and send your hips back towards the feet. And we're gonna go for just 2-3 flows from the child pose to the cobra or upward facing dog, and then we will do that push-up flow from the other side. Try to flow with awareness, feeling every single movement, every single transition. Being present is a key for a happy life. All the way back to the center. What's the point to be stuck in the past, right? Or constantly live in the future only? It doesn't mean we don't have to plan, but life is happening right now. Knee towards the nose. All the way back. Knee towards the nose, guys. And for the next one, prepare to push down. Very strong. Come on up and knee towards the nose. Push back down. Knee towards the nose. Push back down and join me for the little extra. Breathe, guys. Come on back up. Round your spine. Relax your neck, guys. And give me just a couple nurturing hips rolls on this side. One more on each side. Very good. And one more, guys. Nice job. Come back. We're going to bring our right leg up, or whichever one you use, all the way. Take your left foot slightly more on the angle, just for simply more stability. And open up into your, let's say, side plank on the knees. You can actually use this one when we do the planks. You can stay on the knees here. If you feel that your balance is amazing, and I'm sure it is, go ahead and bind, guys, all the way through. Thank Take your time. If you need to redo it for a couple times, that's totally fine. Raise and flow, and we're ready to come back. Keep your leg extended and elevated. And all you have to do is to switch your arm. So opposite to your extended leg, and you will find yourself in your balancing tabletop. My beginners, feel free to tap the floor with your feet and arms, and go ahead and bind into this tabletop with me. Breathe in and breathe out. We're observing our thoughts, if you wish, or even our emotions. Hopefully you're feeling happy and healthy. We always must make sure that our subconscious mind stays on top of the positive emotions and thoughts, not the destructive ones. That will directly determine the quality of our life. Go ahead and flow back with me. And this time, hold your up dog or your cobra a little bit longer. Maybe you also want to go on your elbows instead. Look all the way up. And back down to your tabletop. Go ahead and take your other leg up and prop yourself nicely. Once you find the balance, if not, keep your both hands on the floor. Breathe, guys. We're gonna spend here another breath or two, and if you wish to bind, go ahead and do it right now. And let's slowly come back. Keep your leg elevated and extended. All you have to do is find your balancing tabletop here. Inhalation. Exhalation. Go ahead and bind if you're ready. Just like this. Let's slowly undo the bind. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Please don't skip this asana. However, if you need to have your hands on the floor to prop or even your blocks on the side, you may do that, and that's going to help you to develop the strength in the toes as well. If you don't need to support yourself, then we're gonna add a little hands bind as well today. Shoulders down, chest up and lifted. Close your eyes or keep your eyes open. Give it just a few breaths here, and then prepare to switch with me. You could have also used your straps and towels here if you're struggling a little bit to reach to your fingertips. Flexibility is such a magical thing once it starts to happen into you and you continue to practice. It's just keep improving and improving and improving, and you feeling better and better and better. Flexibility is really a big part of the healthy body and healthy mind as well. Flexible body, strong and healthy body. All right, guys, go ahead and find your way back on the tabletop. Tuck your toes, and we're gonna give this downward facing dog a few knee bends, just like this, just a few. And then go ahead and take your right leg up. If you're following me, reach all the way up, give it a good stretch, and then give it just 2, 3 leg circles, hip circles, to open up more space for the big step to your low lunge. Activate your other leg, come on up on the tippy toes and bend your knee a little bit. And while you step in, extend that knee. That's going to help you to do a really good, healthy, quality wide step. If that didn't happen, move your foot for a couple more times to reach the good quality low lunge stance. When your front knee above the front ankle and your back knee on the floor far away. If you need to support your lunge, I want you to do that with your hands or blocks. If you don't have to, we're gonna add a little bit shoulder work here. So go ahead and take your arms on the side and hold it with me. Try to maintain soft and relaxed hips. Do your best not to resist the gravity. And take your hands all the way to the other side. Sensitive on the hips. Breathe, guys. Stay with me. And let's slowly undo the bind. I want you to step, guys, to your plank. From here, take your hips on the left and open up to your side plank. Remember, you can hold your side plank with your knee on the floor. Very nice. Come on back down and shift your body back to your downward facing dog. My beginners, feel free to flow through downward facing dog to regular plank, intermediate and advanced. We're gonna go the balancing one with one arm. Take it back. Couple more times, guys. Breathe. Exhalation back. One more and just pick your variations, guys. You can stay where you are or try to practice with me your full 2-point balancing plank here. Very demanding. And go ahead, guys, and take your hands back. Downward facing dog. Body, core, arms, shoulders on fire for sure. We're gonna go through the few Ashtanga Vinyasa transitions. Do those, guys, with your knees on the floor, please. For my beginners, there is always an option to do it simply through the tabletop and then downward facing dog. Rest, guys, when you have to in the child pose. Hold the weight, push up. Feels so good to do those. Strong and challenging, but feels very, very good. All the way up. One more, guys, and I'm gonna meet you in the downward facing dog. We ready to take that lunge flow from the other side? Go ahead and take the leg up. Open it up nicely first. Expand and extend. Give yourself just a few, 2 or 3 hip circles to prepare for that step. Now square your hips back. Come on up on the tippy toes. And we're doing that so you can have a little rest for that step. Bend your knee while you're stepping and looking forward. Extend the knee and step as far as you can. And again, it might not work from the very first try. So you're gonna move your foot closer to the front of the mat so you have a healthy, pretty, wide stance for that lunge, so your hips can actually open. Chest up, shoulders down. Breathe, guys, and flow. All the way through. And see if you can take your arms on the side. And I also wanted to mention that for your knees, if it's sensitive, it's very easy solution for that. Just prop your knees with extra towels and cushions. You can also even get a special yoga knee, Pilates knee cushions on Amazon. And I think I placed them in my research Amazon list, so you can see it as well over there. Okay, we're gonna go slowly and step back to the plank. We're gonna go to the side plank first, heels on the right, other arm working. Breathe, 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 guys. Without breath, the practice, even lighter than this one, would become much more challenging than it's supposed to be. Coming back. So the arm, which was on top, if you're doing the balancing plank, is gonna go to the front. Go ahead and flow. Remember, you can do tabletop instead. And take it back. Exhalation. Couple more times like this. You got this. And back to your downward facing dog. One more time. This time, choose your options. Don't be afraid to try. And be mindful at the same time. My body is shaking. And let's slowly take it back, guys, to the downward facing dog. Very well done. Relax your head and neck. Inhalation, exhalation. Slowly, guys, walk to the plank. Prepare for the push-up and hold chaturanga. Breathe and hold, guys. And then slowly release your feet on the floor. Come on up with me. Shoulders down, chest up. We're gonna do a quick shalabhasana flow here. So while I'm gonna be moving from one asana to another, you can, guys, rest in between. So go ahead and bring your legs up. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And remember to activate your entire body. I'm ready to take my arms all the way up front. And you guys can rest in between with the forehead on the floor. And then join me for the next variation when you're actually ready. Go ahead and take your arms all the way behind. Continue to flow. Shoulders away from the ears. And then slowly take and connect with your ankles. Breathe, guys. If you can do the full bow, then simply do the one-legged one. One arm to the ankle from the opposite sides. Let's gently let those knees go and rest for just a few breaths. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And come on up, back with me. Take your hands on the sides. Reach all the way up. And slowly make your transition back to your downward facing dog. We definitely need this compensation. Take your time. Breathe in, guys. Breathe out. Slowly bring your both feet next to your hands and prepare to squat for malasana or garland pose, just like this. Bring your both hands up front of your heart. Take a little bit time. If you can't sit with your feet fully grounded, that's very normal. You will be there pretty soon. Just do what you can. Put your hands on the floor. Put some cushions underneath your heels. And let's go ahead And bring our knees all the way to the front for Virasana. Our Virasana got much better, hopefully. We practiced it a lot this year. So I hope that everyone improved with that as well. Today we're gonna take one hand on the floor. Now, if you don't sit on your hips yet, this is okay. All you have to do is to sit on the block. Just don't skip it. Go ahead and open it up. Just like this, if that's available. Or even by and with me, use the hands. We give this asana just a couple, 2-3 breaths right here. And slowly, take your time. We do exactly the same from the other side. Just stay up here and open, or take it all the way up to the bind. Just up and lift it. A lot of spaciousness. And we return all the way back to the center. Let's go ahead and bring our both feet to the front, guys, to the bound ankle or Baddha Konasana. And we start this bound ankle or Baddha Konasana with the hands and elbows on the floor if possible, or any other place where this is available for you. And if you ready to progress a little bit, then from the front to underneath, we slide our hands and we bring our forehead towards the feet. Slowly start to return back towards the center and extend your legs, my friend, for your final halasana and the happy baby pose. You probably feel much more spacious and have a better block pose than at the beginning, of course. Let's bring our hips back on the floor. Place your both hands on top and gently press. Take a good quality inhalation. With exhalation, let all the tension go away from your body. Expel it through the pores of your skin. Go ahead and crisscross your ankles and come on up with me to the seated position. Let's take our arms all the way up, team. Close your eyes and bring your both hands up front of your heart as a universal sign of the gratitude. We grow, we heal, we expand through the gratitude. Let's look inside and find beautiful, warm, gorgeous, kind smile within. Set a commitment to share that smile with others. And you might change someone's life today for better. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this practice today. I hope you enjoyed it. We built a little bit strength and definitely stretched all over. So don't forget, guys, to leave me comments down below. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe as well and enable your bell button so I can help you to stay on top of your daily fitness. So rest well, team, recover well, and I will see you all tomorrow.